My name is Kelly Kell, aka Curleen Moreau. I'm here to do my interview with the On Point with Summer Show today. I'm real excited.
What's up? Summer Gonzalez coming at you live on the On Point with Summer show from beautiful South Florida, baby, inside Classics Recording Studios where it's always summertime, baby. And that song that you heard at the top of the show was Kelly Kell, a woman of all kinds of backgrounds, and she's just wearing all kinds of hats. Speaking of hats, these are her beautiful hats next to me. She is the CEO of Kell Fashion and Design. She's also a recording artist, and she's also a military spouse. She is in the building, and she's going to tell us how she gets her job done. Kell!
How are you? How are you? I'm glad to be here. I've been waiting a while.
Yeah, you have. It's great to meet you finally, you know. You look beautiful.
You too.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking time out for summer and everybody else who's tuning in and listening all over the world. And let's get down to it. I mean,
let's get.
I don't even know where to begin with you because you are my definition of a phenomenal woman.
Oh wow.
The reason for that is because you're doing so much. Like I mentioned, you're doing like so much, and I know kind of like what takes to do something like that.
Yeah.
So if you could just give the audience a little bit of a background. Well, I guess maybe we'll talk about the fashion line 1st, and then we'll go into the music or whatever. However you feel.
Sure. Well, actually, believe it or not, the hats come from the music.
Oh, okay.
So they're all connected in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I grew up really shy, pretty much, and growing up loving music and performing, I always felt like wearing hats was a way for me to kind of hide myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people look into your eyes, they're able to read you and sometimes break you.
Yeah.
So growing up, the experiences that I've had, I always shied away from people looking at me in my eye.
Yeah.
So when I started to perform, I always wore a hat. I was known for that girl that was always rocking a fitted, a fedora, a top, whatever kind of hat it was. If it was different, unique, I had it on.
Okay.
But because I had a love of art and, you know, started designing when I was 9, I wanted to do something different. I didn't want to look like everybody else. I didn't want everybody to see, you know, the same hat in me. I wanted to stand out.
Yeah.
So what I started to do is actually design my own hats. It's a trial and error process because it didn't start like this. The hats started very simple, just ribbons on them and things like that. But people started to take a notice with just those simple things that I was doing, and it just kind of clicked in my head. Well, you know what? This is what I want to do. Like I want to do hats. It's different. There's not a lot of competition out there in the fashion industry with this. Like right now, I'm the only one doing this.
I haven't seen it.
I own it.
Yes, girls.
I own this.
Own it. Because you know, I've never seen anything like this at all. I mean, and it's just, well, the people that are tuning in on Blog Talk, unfortunately, you can't see the beauty in these, but we'll get pictures up on the website. But for YouTube, we're definitely going to be able to display this. I mean, it just, can I touch?
Absolutely. They're not going to break. They're not going to fall apart.
No.
It's a lot of work into it, but I make sure that I do it to the point where this is going to be it. A year from now, it's going to look like this. 2 years from now, you can kind of call these like collectibles in a way because once you have this, no one else will have it.
No, it's especially for that person. You know what I'm saying? Like this one that I'm holding here is I guess I would describe the hat as like, remember the J-Lo hat that came out with the droop on this on
Yeah.
one side? This is what this hat design kind of reminds me of. Is that
Right.
your
It's the same style. This is a wide brim.
Okay,
Yeah.
so okay, because I don't know the name, so tell me. But what she's done here on this one that I'm about to put on my head is she has created this beautiful woman on the top of the hat with beautiful platinum blonde hair. and it just, the detail up close is like there's beading on it, on the woman's face, the makeup. It's actually Storm. Remember Storm from the X-Men? It is. It is Storm. Okay, so she's got Storm on that hat. Yeah. But the thing is that it's so beautifully done with all the fine details, with the beading around it and everything. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And I have to put it on. I have to.
You're gonna look fierce as long as you're ready to look fierce.
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, but tell me, how's it supposed to be?
You cock it down, you know, you put it where it's comfortable for you. There's
and
artwork all around.
All around it. It's like beautiful, you guys. And especially ladies, any hat ladies out there, because I love hats. And like you said, you go buy a hat wherever, and everybody has it.
Everybody else, exactly.
You know, and
that's the first thing people see. When it doesn't matter what you're wearing. If you're wearing a hat, anywhere that you go, the first thing they're gonna notice is the hat, because not a lot of people are wearing hats. So when you're wearing a hat, that's, you know, the first thing that they see. So you want it to stand out. You want it to represent you and stand for everything that you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna get some pictures. We're going to post them up on Facebook as well later on. Now, do you ever do anything that you call your favorite? Because it's so hard to...
They're all my babies. I don't know how to explain it, because when you're an artist and you spend so many hours creating something that was in your brain, and you didn't know what it was going to be like, but you see it developed, and it's like birthing a child, you know, to me. And when I let them go, it hurts.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna see it again.
No, but that is it. It's the creative mind, and you are. That's well said. You are giving birth. And then she has Wonder Woman. I know everyone remembers Wonder Woman. What inspires you? Like, as far as the characters that you have, well, I forget her name.
This is Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah, you just told me. I love it.
What it pretty much is, well, the company Kel Fashion represents art, fashion, and expression. So when I created the superheroine line, it was to represent women who sometimes feel like a superhero. You know what I mean? With all the things that you're doing day to day as mothers, workers, students, and all of that, sometimes you want to bring out the character in you. So that's why I created this small line here of characters, you know. Sometimes you feel like the sexy Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, baby.
You want to rock it, you know?
Yeah, baby. I like this Wonder Woman one, and it has Kel on the back. That's your fashion line.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's gorgeous. I mean, the detail.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You're very talented.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And then you've got the Marilyn Monroe one here. Now, how can people find your designs?
Well, I have a website, www.kelfashion.com. You can go on there and view some of the designs that I have. All my contact information is on there. Right now, what we're doing for orders is you have to contact me first, because I want to know who you are, know a little bit about yourself. That way, when I give you your product, it represents you in the best way possible. So that's the way that we're working right now. We also have a Facebook, www.facebook.com/kelfashiondesign.com. You can also follow us on twitter.com/keldesigns, S at the end.
I love them. What is this one? I didn't see this one.
This one, I call her Black Girl.
Yeah, I like Black Girl.
Black Girl, blue shadow. She's got the fierce dreads going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The big earrings. Just the beauty in Black girls, period. You know.
Yeah.
Sometimes just being different is all that matters.
Yeah, I love it. She's got the makeup on them with the little sequins. It's just gorgeous. The lips are sparkling with the sequences. I mean, when you get one of these hats, you know that her heart has gone into it, and that's just that much alone. You know,
Yeah.
is so worth it. And yeah, I see you got your tag in there and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
I'm a little prepared, you know,
Yes.
doing it business professional. You gotta do it the right way though. That's the one thing that I've learned. You can't just want to have a business and start off and just, you know, scramble. You gotta do your research. You have to take care of the, you know, the back end aspect. That way you go further with your artwork or your, you know, your brand, and you gotta do it. You gotta do what you have to.
Yeah.
Presentation's always the best, you know.
Yeah. I'm so glad you said that, because that's true in anything, and in the music as well, especially in the music. Sometimes the artists think, oh, well, I'll go and record a couple of songs here and there. Did you already get her shoes? Because I don't want to put anything in the way. Because I didn't make sure he got your shoes. I love your shoes.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes the artists think that, you know, well, I'll go in the studio and I'll record something and then I'm just going to put it out there and somebody's going to discover me. No, you need to do the work and make sure that you have a foundation that you know that you're going to be able to stand on.
Exactly.
So let's talk a little bit about the music part of your life. Yeah.
Well, it's a funny thing you mentioned that, you know, being prepared before you come out there. A lot of my friends, you know, ask me, why aren't you here, or why aren't you doing this, or why aren't you doing that? I've, you know, been signed to small labels that offered me this much and that much, and I've gone through experiences with the music industry that just made me a little bit more wiser. And before I come out, I know what I have and I know what I have to offer. And I know that that's what I'm going to do no matter what. But I want to make sure that I just come out in the best way possible.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You know, and that's what I like about the indie artists. And that's why I will always promote the indie artists, you know, because they won't settle. And they know the grind and they'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, or should I say we or us, you know? And that in and of itself, knowing how hard you work to get there, makes it so much more worth it
when you get it.
When you do get it.
And you'll appreciate it more. And believe it or not, it'll last longer.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
I want to make music that 10 years from now, you're going to play it and be like, oh, that's my song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I was last night. It was like I just heard the song and I was like, oh, I love that. I'm feeling it.
That's the type of music I do.
I love it.
Yeah.
Who are you working with right now? Are you working with anyone in particular? Okay, but like you have a management team and everything, or you?
Right now, we're just working independent. I do have a small team that we're building. I'm a part of Ill Blog. I'm a part of King Cine Productions.
Okay.
So we're working on building everything and starting. There's a few other artists that we're working with also, but until we're official in everything, I just want to keep it at that. But you know, we had to start over. We had to start over from a lot of things. You know what I mean? But that's okay. With that comes again wisdom, and you just learn how to do it better this time around, because after so many tries, you gotta realize that that's like, it's gonna be that one shot. Okay, this is it, you know.
You are so talking to me right now. You are so talking to me. I'm so serious, and I know that you're talking to somebody else's heart out there, like so many people, you know. And I'm so glad that you're saying everything that you're saying. I mean, it's so appropriate, you know. I love your style. I really do, and I guess I see now how you're able to do it, because your attitude going in, you know, your attitude going in, it's very strong. So that's how you're able to be being blessed like this and succeeding.
Yeah, no losing this time. There's no dead end on this road this time. We're determined. The people I work with, Sage, he's one of the artists that's featured on a lot of my tracks.
Yeah.
Me and him, I don't know what it is.
Okay.
But we work so good together. When we do music, it hits people in a way like you can't even imagine, to know that what you're writing about is touching people in that way and changing people's lives and motivating them. Like that's what drives us, and that's why we work so good together. And what we want to do is bring on other artists that are on that same path. That way you build a community. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll be honest. The music out there right now, to me, it's not everlasting. It's not something I can see myself hearing 10 years from now.
Right.
And like, yo, this is. I remember when this was. You know what I mean? You're not really. Once you're over it, you're over it. And that's not the type of music we need out there. We need stuff that's gonna last, like things that are gonna hit home. There's a lot of struggling going on out there, and they need it.
Yeah, it needs to be there needs to be substance, meat, potatoes. You know, it's got to be that. It's got to be that. It's just got to be that
in that area.
Yeah. So I love you. I do. I just do. I mean, you know, I don't even know how someone sent me a message that you would be a great person to interview, and I'm so glad that they reached out to me because I don't know how I would have found. I mean, eventually, probably I would have ran into you somewhere, you know. But yeah, I'm so glad to have met you. Talking about being fierce, I know you said it earlier. Prepare to be fierce.
Right.
I watched your video of the photo shoot that you were doing. That you posted on YouTube. I posted it on my Facebook last night. That was the bomb. First of all, the picture like that you have on your website where all of the ladies are just standing there looking fierce and looking like we here to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
You know,
I had a vision and I was determined to have that look like that. I put all the looks together. I didn't have a stylist. I told him to bring A, B, C, D, E, and we sat there and we put all the looks together, and that's when you know it's time. You know, when everything just comes together the way it's supposed to come together, you know it's your time. Like, things have just been coming back to back to back to back ever since, you know.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I love it. I really do. I'm going to play another one of your songs. I'd like to play, let me see.
Rock.
Yeah. Let me play Fresh. Stay Fresh.
My little club banger, I like to call it. Stepped out of my element in this one.
Did you?
I went in the booth, I was just listening to the beat over and over and over, and I was like, I need to come out of my shell. I need to show them who I am, like when I'm in the club, because people see, different sides of me, and they don't know that I'm this party girl. You know what I mean? They think I'm just this soulful, chill vibe girl. But when I go to the club, I like to dance. You know? I like to dance,
and that will bring it out.
Yes. I performed this song in Voodoo Lounge, Las Olas.
Yeah.
And when I say I rock the show, I rock the show.
Okay, let me pause for 1 second because I don't think, I just want to make sure that everybody hears this. That song right there, Stay Fresh. That you performed it at Voodoo Lounge, you said? And what happened?
I killed it. I rocked the show. After I finished my show, the host came and he blasted out to the club. Now this is the type of music we need. We need more of this. You know what I mean? Just to have fun, like let go of everything that's going on. I know it's struggles out there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, laughter and a good time heals.
Yeah.
No matter what you're going through, if you could get somebody to come and make you laugh, you kind of forget about it. That's what you need. Fun music, real music, and music that makes you feel good.
I love you. I'm gonna keep saying it. I love her. No, but really, is your husband on that? He's not on there.
Stay Fresh, no.
No, okay. No. All right, so who do you grind for then?
My family.
Okay.
I'm a mother of 4.
What?
Yes.
Stop!
Yes, I am.
Okay, now you know what? Now I really love you. Because that adds so much more even to the equation. Like, how do you even separate the pie?
It's a lot. It's a lot to juggle, but at the end of the day, I know that they're depending on me.
Yeah.
There's no one else but mom and dad if mom and dad is alive.
Yeah.
And I run hard for them because I don't want them to go through what I went through. I went through a really rough childhood
Okay.
without my father, without my mother, jumping from house to house, this friend, that friend, and went through some unfortunate things that, leave scars on your heart, your memory, and everything. And those feelings make me want to work even harder to make sure my kids never have to go through that.
Yeah.
I have to. It's
Yeah.
my job. What I wanted my parents to do then when I was going through it,
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure I do for mine.
Yeah.
And pass it on. That way when they have their kids, they have that mentality.
Yeah.
That's where mine messed. There was a gap between that. There was no one to show me, but thank God that He worked with me and kept me focused, kept my mind on the right path to do what I have to do.
You're breaking the cycle. That's wonderful. I can never say again that I want to quit. Seriously, after meeting you, it's like, because we all have those days where, you just have those days and you feel like, why me? Or, but whenever I have those days, I'm going to go to the archives and find this show and watch it and remotivate
that
myself.
means a lot to me.
Seriously,
That means
because
a lot to me.
Anyone who's out there and has one job knows how hard it is.
Right.
And one job with children, one job with a spouse, one job with, it's very difficult. So I commend you.
Thank you.
And another thing, how much I know about how difficult it can be to be a military spouse is because I was in the military myself. I've been I've had so many hats. I was active in the military and I was married, so I was a military spouse as well at the same time.
Right.
And I had children, but I wasn't doing like extracurricular type things. So I do definitely know what it is. And because your husband is active duty, can you just do a shout out to?
Oh, he's actually not. He's a vet.
Oh, he's already out. Oh, okay. Well, hey, thank you.
He was in the Iraq War.
Oh, okay. Well, thank him so much for his service. Really appreciate it. But my show goes out to the troops, and they can log in wherever they are stationed and listen to the show. So, can you just send them a shout out to the troops that are listening to the show right now?
Oh, well, shout outs to all of the troops doing what you do. We know that it's very difficult, and only you could do what you do because we're not out there doing it. So, we give everything to be able to take such a big step and go out there and fight for such a wonderful and powerful cause. So, definitely shout outs to all the troops listening.
Appreciate it so much. Talk to us about where you see yourself in 5 years, because you said already 10 years from now we're going to be jamming your music.
Yeah.
So we already know 10 years.
Yeah.
But in the next 5 years, what do you see happening?
Well, I want Kel Fashion and Design to definitely be a lot larger than it is. Working on getting other designers under me that have the same mentality. That way I can kind of open the doors for other people. That's one of the main things, with the job market the way it is. If my company can open doors for people and I'm able to make some type of salary to give them, that's what I want to do. So our team is building and we're working hard to be able to provide for others. We've also donated to the Leukemia Lymphoma Society.
I saw that. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Well, just with the hat thing, how I said when you see a hat, it's the first thing you see on somebody. And a lot of times you see them wear hats after they've lost all the hair from the cancer and the chemo. They don't look so happy, you know what I mean? And I thought, well, what if I can design some hats that would make them, feel just a little bit brighter, though it's a tough thing to go through.
Yes.
But just something to make them feel a little bit brighter. It's bad enough that they've lost their hair and now they gotta wear this hat that, it's whack.
Yeah, whack. Whack.
I'm not even gonna say it, but whack. So I did a few designs, and I did one specific one with the Leukemia Lymphoma Society logo, and I jazzed it out with beads and And there was a guy there that was actually on his way out. You know, he was passing. There was no way. And they gave it to him. They gave him the hat, and the look on his face when he got the hat was priceless to me. You know, so even with I've also with the Murray House, it's a women's group. They take care of a lot of the young girls that have gone through abuse, rape, you know, and trafficking and stuff like that. And I went there and spoke to them about some of my experiences growing up and told them that there's, you know, you don't have to stop, you don't have to quit. This is just a battle right now, and you're the warrior. You got to come out of it yourself. You know, when there's no help, you got to realize that you're the last resort. And if you give up, then you gave up on yourself. You know, you're the number one fighter. So I went over there. I was there 4 hours.
Wow. They wouldn't let you leave.
They would not.
Aww.
They were nervous. They were nervous in the beginning because, you know, what they've gone through, very reserved, you know, and things like that. But by the second hour, we were all talking, having a good time. We did some activities with them with some of the hats. They were able to express themselves on the hats, you know. And the smile on their face, the counselor was there, and the counselor was like, this is the best time they've had in a very long time. So we're actually working with the manager there to do some more group home activities because that was a good way for them to express themselves.
I love that. Let me turn this down a little bit because it keeps on warning us. But we're not stopping because that's
lots to talk about.
That's just we just don't do that. I did see that you were giving back, and I think that that's a great thing.
Videos for some of my music, and we're getting the package together. Like I said, when I come out, I'm gonna come out ready. So when you ask me for that, I'm just gonna pull out the draw and pull it out and give it to you.
You pull it out hard.
Yes, I'm gonna be ready.
I love it. I love you. Love everything about you. I just can't stop saying love. How many times have I said love on today's show? Anybody can call in and tell me next week how many times I said love. Let me know. Oops, I almost forgot. 3DP Magazine, baby. This is one of my sponsors of the show, 3DP Magazine. If you want your company, your artist, also because they highlight up and coming artists in this magazine, you need to contact them at 3dpmagazine.com or reach out to them at 561-541-0456. That's 3DP Magazine. And also, a new magazine that's going to be coming out in the fall is Hot Hair Magazine. And it's going to be all about the hair, ladies and gentlemen, because it's going to
have to check that out.
Yes, it's going to be awesome. Talking about hair, what's going on in the salons, and the beauty supply stores, and barbershops. So be on the lookout for this on newsstands coming in the fall. HotHairMagazine.com. Also wanted to thank there's so many people that I want to thank. It's like, you know, sometimes I like forget, and he's always
there
like,
should be a word to kind of sum up the crew.
Yeah,
you know,
just
like
say,
throw them in the bucket and say, this is you. So when I shut that out, that's you.
That's it. The bucket. That's what it's going to be. The bucket. Shout out to the bucket, all right? But you guys know who you are. You know, anyone who is following me on Twitter, it's at OnPointSummer. And also, my website is onpointwithsummer.com. How hard is that? onpointwithsummer.com. Go to the website. You'll see all the shows that you may have missed. They're there. All the artists are up there, their bios and everything. So you guys want to check that out. But anyways, I want to just say to my followers a big thank you. In all of y'all in the bucket, and everyone who believes that indie artists need to be promoted, because that's what I'm here for. And also to the troops. Shout out to you guys wherever you're stationed. God bless you, and get home safe to us. Kelly Kell has been in the building with Summer Gonzalez on Point with Summer Show live. I want to play You and Me.
Yeah.
Talk about what that song is about real quick.
Just kind of meeting that mate, spouse, or that one person you just really connect with, and just wanting to sit down and vibe with them. You understand each other, you connect, and it's nothing more than that, you know, just simple love and friendship.
Simple love, baby. Kelly Kell. Name of the song is You and
Girl, kill it, kill. Possibly grab a bite to eat. You and me. Come hold me, soothe me. Come talk to me. Possibly grab a bite to eat. You and me, you and me. From the look in your eyes, I can't fly by. Got to make the past last chance. Can't let the moment rest. You and me can make history. That's why I'm feeling 6 feet deep in a, breathe deep in a. I got to give it to you. I love you more in my eyes. God made you amazing. That makes you the greatest. That's why I go crazy. I need you. You need me. You and me. Sounds nice, don't it? So won't you come and take it, give it to me? I really wanna let go and give you, and give you, and give you. Come talk to me, what you please. On my knees, make it work. Enjoy the ride, know your worth. No. Soothe me, come talk to me. Possibly grab a bite to eat. You and me. Come hold me, soothe me. Come talk to me. Possibly grab a bite to eat. You and me, you and me. It's worth more than what they making, so there's no mistaking. At the end of the night, it's only you and me. No lights, cameras, action, no questions. Elevating to another world, no stress. Kick back, relaxing, yo, I got the rest. Free your mind, let's make the best of it. Get closer, mold entwined like that. Do you really love it? Do I really want it, huh? No games, new plan, new trend. Pass along like